What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Noah Gray here, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Josh's channel and check out showmefootball.com for more.
What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Josh Fan of showmefootball.com and arrowheadaddict.com, covering your Kansas City Chiefs. And after the Chiefs just defeated the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship by a final score of 32-29 to advance to Super Bowl 59, I wanted to talk about the big mistake that the Buffalo Bills made that very well could have just costed them this AFC Championship. A big factor for the Kansas City Chiefs coming into this game was rookie wide receiver Xavier Worthy. Worthy has quietly been one of the best rookie wide receivers in the NFL this season, and as the season has progressed, he's become a large part of the Kansas City Chiefs offense. But the AFC Championship game was always going to mean a little bit more for a guy like Xavier Worthy. For those that don't remember, with the 28th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chiefs selected wide receiver Xavier Worthy after he ran the fastest 40-yard dash in NFL Combine history. But more importantly, the Kansas City Chiefs traded up with the Buffalo Bills and gave the Buffalo Bills the 32nd overall pick in exchange for some other pick swaps in order to move up. So the Buffalo Bills essentially passed on Xavier Worthy and opted to draft wide receiver Keon Coleman instead. On Friday before the game, Xavier Worthy was asked what he remembers from draft night before the Buffalo Bills traded out of the pick in which the Kansas City Chiefs used to get him. And Xavier Worthy said, I take it as a blessing, and I feel like it's a sign that they didn't want me," Worthy said. "At the end of the day, I'm going to play with a chip on my shoulder. This game means a little bit more. Obviously, it's the AFC Championship game, but this is a team that traded their pick away to get somebody else." And a lot of the barometer used for Xavier Worthy throughout the regular season was how his stats compared to Keon Coleman, the rookie wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. And Xavier Worthy undeniably had the better regular season than Keon Coleman, getting 59 receptions and 98 targets for 638 yards and 6 touchdowns. Now, while Keon Coleman also had 29 catches on 57 targets for 556 yards and 4 touchdowns, Xavier Worthy also added another 104 yards rushing on 20 rushing attempts for an additional 3 touchdowns. And one of the spiciest storylines for this AFC Championship game was Xavier Worthy versus Keon Coleman head-to-head. And Xavier Worthy had maybe his best game of his entire rookie season when he had over 100 yards from scrimmage and a touchdown against the Buffalo Bills en route to a Kansas City Chiefs AFC Championship crown. Keon Coleman, on the other hand, had just 1 catch for 12 yards. And after the game, Marlia Campbell of KCTV5 asked Xavier Worthy once again if he had an extra motivation facing the Bills tonight, and Xavier Worthy had a simple response: "They skipped on me, that's their loss." And one could argue that if the Buffalo Bills had Xavier Worthy instead of Keon Coleman tonight, that the game may very well have went the other way. And so much of the rookie seasons for Keon Coleman and Xavier Worthy has been about one versus the other. And there's been a lot of banter back and forth between Chiefs fans and Bills fans about which team got the better player. But it's undeniable that Xavier Worthy had the better rookie season and looks like the much better player right now. And that's not to say that Keon Coleman can't still go on to have a good career, but Xavier Worthy is off to a fast start, and he looks like a young star in the making. And Buffalo Bills fans have to feel pretty upset right now, not only because they just lost the AFC Championship, but because a large part of why they lost that they just witnessed was a guy that they could have had on their team and essentially decided to trade away to the Kansas City Chiefs. And right now it's looking like the Buffalo Bills may have made a massive mistake that ended up costing them the AFC Championship game. Without their wide receiver 1 in Xavier Worthy, it's very difficult to see how the Kansas City Chiefs crack 30 points and win this game. Nonetheless, the Buffalo Bills are going to be looking for answers once again as to why they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in the postseason. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs are 4-0 versus Josh Allen and the Bills in the postseason. No quarterback has ever beaten another quarterback 4 times in the playoffs until this AFC Championship game. And the Bills just have to feel absolutely disgusted as their efforts were once again not enough. And at some point, you have to look to do something different. And we'll see if any changes happen for them this offseason, whether that be in the coaching department, in the front office. But a mistake as big as letting a guy like Xavier Worthy with lethal speed, who looks like an incredible talent at the wide receiver position, go to the Kansas City Chiefs when you willingly gave them the draft capital in order to do so, just to take a different receiver later that looks to be worse than Xavier Worthy at this moment in time. That's got to sting if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. And Xavier Worthy really isn't the only player we should be talking about either. Everyone knows that the Bills also traded the pick to the Kansas City Chiefs that they used in order to draft Patrick Mahomes. But that also doesn't include a guy like Jaden Hicks, who looks to be a huge part of the Kansas City Chiefs secondary moving forward. And they got him with one of the picks that the Chiefs acquired in the pick swap with Buffalo to move up and get Xavier Worthy. So the Buffalo Bills just cannot stop being on the wrong end of trades with the Kansas City Chiefs. And that massive mistake might just be why they lost again in the AFC Championship game. But guys, that's all I got for this video. So I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. Do you think this mistake will continue to come back to haunt the Buffalo Bills in future seasons? And would they have won the AFC Championship game if you put Xavier Worthy on the Buffalo Bills and Keon Coleman on the Chiefs instead? Would love to hear from you guys. But all that being said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so more Chiefs fans can find this. And make sure you check out my work on ShowMeFootball.com and ArrowheadAddict.com for more. Last but not least, you can also follow me on Twitter at ShowMeFB. And let's keep it rolling, guys. We just hit 5,000 subscribers on this channel a couple days ago. A huge milestone, and I appreciate you all. But the goal is to get to 10,000 in 2025. So once again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That only helps me grow, only helps me get found. I appreciate you all. That's going to be it for me. I'm signing off. And as always, go Chiefs!